Hey guys, welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Rebirth video, and in this one we're going to be taking on Nattak, I think that's how it's pronounced, in the Gi Caves in Chapter 10, where you are locked to Red and Barrett. This is on hard mode, guys, so it's not a fight that's a pushover. So like I said, Red and Barrett, and let's get into the builds here. So with Red, we went with Amethyst Collar, Cetrum Bracer, and Safety Bit. We're going to be using Red as our main attacker. So we use Safety Bit here because it grants protection from instant death, as the little fire things do that. So materia wise, we went with Magic Focus and Barrier, as to increase the length of time Barrier is going to last, because of course there it will last an extra 20%. And then we're going to do Magic Efficiency to make it a bit cheaper with Barrier. And then we're also going to be using Barrier and Magnify, so that we are casting Barrier, well, Mana Wall specifically, Chakra, HP up, ATB boost, First Strike, Elemental with Fire. Now I put that in the armour thinking that the little ones might potentially cure you a little bit. I'm not entirely sure whether it worked, I didn't see. So I put Elemental and Fire in. That is your choice, because they do cast Fire. And then we've got Precision Defense and Steadfast Block. Like I said, Barrier will be cast, and it will be cast a few times in this fight. So we went with ATB Charge Up, Limit Break Damage, Max HP plus 200, and Enhanced Counter Spin in the weapon abilities, but I didn't really use Enhanced Counter Spin, so you can change that if you need to. With Barrett, I went with the Barrage Blaster for the weapon abilities, and I'll show you them in a second. And I went with Ribbon, not knowing I actually had Ribbon on here. Another Safety Bit would do it, or Ribbon would also be advisable. And if you've got two ribbons, because you can get two ribbons, it would work. So materia wise, I went with Healing and Magnify. Magnify and Time. Now I was going to be using Haste, but I decided to save the MP, because of course in hard mode you don't get any MP back. Steadfast Block and Precision Defense, Fire and Elemental again. Auto unique ability here, so that he will automatically do Overcharge, and that's kind of important. HP up, like I said, Fire and Elemental. Self-explanatory there, but like I said, I don't know if it works. A Revival, a Prayer, First Strike, and ATB boost. Weapon abilities, Overload, Overcharge, so that reduces the time for Overcharge. Overcharge Protection, so that grants Barrier every time he uses it, so he's automatically going to use Overcharge when you're not in play with him. Selfish Buff Up, that will extend the time of Mana Wall by an extra 25%. And Selfish Healing, I think the last one was. Selfish Recovery, so that gives you an extra 25% when recovering. Prayer is really one of the moves to use in this, as it saves you that MP. Like I just said, in hard mode, MP is scarce. So let's get into it. Okay, so this fight, guys, is not easy at all. There's going to be a lot of character swapping, because what you're going to find is Nattak constantly changes his aggro patterns, so he's always going to the main player. So we're going to keep constantly switching out, building up the ATB. So there we go, we move back and forth between the two of them. And what you find is that the AI will block better than you can probably bot. I found that, at least. Now this Phantasmal Scourge, you can't actually block it, you have to just kind of avoid it. These Soul Flames, you can use Stardust Ray, And yes, it might seem that I'm wasting the ATB early on, but do you know what? You need to use the abilities, because we're going to be doing some synergy abilities in this. See this Bane of the Living? That does cast auto death. That's why safety bit or ribbon is important. So keep switching the aggro guys here between the players. He like you can see there, Red's blocking pretty well. Now I've been using bonus round for this one, mainly to keep it just helps build up the stagger bar, and when we're pressured you want to be using maximum fury, not maximum fury, sorry, focused shot. If you're using focused shot while he's pressured, Barrett will do a ton of stagger pressure bar, whichever one you want to call it. Keep building up that pressure bar into this staggered, and then just keep building up that ATB again. You're going to want to keep Red up with a couple of bars of ATB for when he spawns his little fire minion things, because when they come you're going to want to do Stardust Ray on them. And don't be afraid to use your synergy ability, guys. 2 Overfangs in this fight will get you to both of their maximum limit breaks. So as long as you've opened up the folios pretty much all the way, you can have Satellite Beam in this fight, and you can also have Wraith of the Land in this fight. So the fight changes here, and he spawns all these little dudes. So we're going to make sure that we're topping up Mana Wall, we're going to keep up our health, and we're also going to be using Stardust Ray, because Stardust Ray will take out a lot of these, and Maximum Fury will help take out a lot more of them. So just be aware of that, guys. Using Maximum Fury and Stardust Ray will just eat through them, and then just finish off the last couple and build up a couple of bits of ATB. Remembering to keep switching that aggro between the 2 characters, because it will really help keep you alive. So if he's attacking Red, go to Barrett. If he's attacking Barrett, go back to Red. Build up that ATB. Keep yourself alive. Prayer and Curiga. Now I've been trying to use more Prayer than I've been using Curiga, but you know, sometimes Curiga is just needed. And Barrett doesn't have a ton of MP anyway. So he's gone back to Barrett, I've gone back to Red, and I'm just going to make sure we're topping up our Mana Wall in a second. And of course you can use that Watcher's Respite. That also gives you a little bar for your ability, for your synergy ability, but it also heals you. So a second Overfang will take us up to maximum limit break here, and he's also almost staggered again. Watch out for that big ball. Yeah, I got caught in it a few times, and you can see the damage difference between with Mana Wall on there and Mana Wall off. With Mana Wall on it's about 290, with Mana Wall off it's about 590. So just get that Mana Wall built back up again. It's a really tough fight. You've got to keep switching between your characters, keeping healed, and you've also got to keep switching that aggro. And we're going to get him staggered here. So guys, don't waste your limit breaks just yet. Keep them built ready for a little bit later on in the fight, because he's going to put debuffs on you. Now in this one I got quite lucky. He only affected my ATB bar. I don't know if it's just because I managed to kill him off pretty quickly or what, I don't know. So 2 ATB, you're going to be doing Stardust Ray again. And you can go with another Maximum Fury. And all the time you're building up that those synergy abilities. This is probably the most I've used synergy abilities in a fight. You see they're using fire there. I'm not quite sure it's healing you, but hey. So it's cast another mana wall. And watch out for that soul drain, because if he does catch you, he is going to heal himself up. Now United Refocus here will give you 3 bars of ATB, which is actually really useful in this fight, because it means you can use Prey and then you can get another quick 2 bars of ATB up again, and just go back with Maximum Fury or Focus Shot, whichever, and just really go to town on them. I'm going to use Stardust Ray again. Just building up those abilities to make us use another synergy. Keep the pressure on, guys, keep the pressure on. And there you go, they've spawned another load of them, so Stardust Ray is going to come out. And you do find that these just constantly spawn, so just keeping that ATB available to do these moves really does make a difference. And of course, keeping up your HP. Like I said, there's not an easy fight. I don't suppose there's an actual easy, you know, kill it in 5-minute job. It's a slog. It's a slog of a fight. And keep killing these soul flames. You do manage to build up a little bit of ATB while doing it too, which is always good. So this move does different debuffs. So I've had it in the fight where he's taken half my health off. I've had it where he's done ATB's not building, and that's what he did in this one. So as you can see, Barrett's actual ATB is going down. So I couldn't actually get to 2 bars at all. So this is when I decided to use Satellite Beam. And then I kept Ray for the Land for the last phase of the fight, but you know, guys, if you want to use both of them for the last phase of the fight, then that is wise, because after the second phase, the third phase, he will cast Doom, and when he casts Doom, you have about a minute and a half before you die. So just be aware of that. Once that Doom is on you, you have about a minute and a half. So you see there, I resisted instant death. So yeah, this is where I kind of was like, Satellite Beam. I'm low on health. I couldn't get to do but 2 bars of ATB, so I couldn't cast Prayer. And I just managed to resist the time it took for the ATB to go back to normal. Cast a Curiga, cast a Mana Wall, and let's get back on top of the buffs, back to full health, and ready to go in for the final phase of the fight. Slowly get in there. And when we go in to the third phase of the fight, guys, you're going to want to make sure that ATB is built up. And like I said, I had the limit break ready to go. Let's clear these. Build up that ATB again, and we are going to head into the third phase in a moment after another stagger. So back onto bonus round, because that bonus round does help build the pressure bar up. Keep switching that aggro best you can, guys. Like I said, it's a slog. It's not a be all or end all fight. This one, it's not all. This is a perfect strategy. It's not. This is a slog. So after this stagger, we are going to go heading into that final phase. So here he goes. He casts Doom. So now we've got Doom. You've got a minute and a half to finish this fight. So let's go limit break, Ray for the land. And we're going to have 2 bars of ATB ready here with Barrett, because he's going to go pressured after this. So now he's pressured. Let's go and use focus shot. 2 bars of ATB focus shot. He's staggered again. Let's finish him off now before this Doom finishes us off. So use everything in your arsenal. Stardust Ray, Maximum Fury, whatever you want to use, and just get him finished. And that's it. I say that's it. Like I said, guys, not an easy fight, not a perfect fight either, but it is doable. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that's helped you. Please do watch this next video here on the left, and check out the playlist on the right. Take care, guys. Bye bye.